Zone, and we are in Mass Effect Andromeda, episode 10, I think. Also, I'm probably going to upload another video today as well. I would have to check. And I just woke up, so yeah, I'm being a little bit quiet because I have my little brother sleeping on the other side. I don't want to wake him up. And I gotta be going soon, but let's get this started. I'm gonna press resume. But yeah, like I've been saying before, you guys, Mass Effect episodes are not gonna end for a while on Mass Effect Andromeda, because it's gonna last for at least a while. I think we might be able to get up towards 40 episodes probably with this game. Yeah, I'm planning to at least do a lot of episodes till I feel like that when I should end it. Because I'm going to show you guys some of the missions that I've done before. Because some of them are actually pretty funny, like one of them is, I think. I don't know. Just saying, I might have ended up breaking my foot. I don't know if it's broken. For some reason, it's just feeling a lot of stress on it or something. Hope that didn't break it. Might have just probably twisted it.
No, it isn't what we wanted, but... You've shaken things up, Pathfinder. My department actually has colonial affairs to direct. And you have new tools to help grow the initiative. AVP, ready for spending.
I'll do the exploring. Don't you have someone else to track the numbers?
Get off your perch. This is where numbers become lives. You and your team are out there making Andromeda viable. That empowers all of us. Hit a threshold.
Yeah.
A new cryo group can be brought out. Want more focus on research, like on prodromos? That's your call. Brecker will introduce the interface and handle minutiae. All you need to do is decide what life in Andromeda means. No pressure.
I really don't like that person. I hate them.
Hello, Pathfinder.
Hello.
I am Cryo Deployment Administrator Vladimir Breca, C-63 Galati. Your first task is to decide irrevocably the course of every life in the initiative.
Whoa, that seems like... too much.
Yes, of course. But now you respect what we're doing. Andromeda viability and Nexus thresholds are your tools, your reward, and our future. How can I help?
Drama viability points. What the hell is that?
What's the rundown on AVP?
Much of the preparation in the Milky Way was determining how to measure success. Thresholds are about capacity, but this is about cost, what we can actually afford to support. Points aren't the most elegant system, but it makes it clear. The more you earn, the more we can deploy.
Nexus thresholds?
How are you measuring thresholds?
It's based on resource estimates and general stability, a metric of acceptable scope and risk. The more you achieve, the greater capacity we can accommodate, the more the initiative can do for you. Simplest explanation, the more you do, the more room we have to grow.
Blah 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 blah. Hey! Okay. Waking blocks of people. That sounds interesting.
So, I decide what groups to wake up. Won't everyone be out eventually?
Absolutely. But there's an order to things, a lines of support. You can't deploy an omelet without first deploying eggs. And eggs won't get you steak. Except it's people, and how all our lives begin.
What's first?
Alright, Breca. Where do I start?
The interface is active and will respond only to a pathfinder. It's ready for your first selection. You may begin shaping the initiative at your leisure.
Okay. So does this mean that I can actually choose the other planets as army planets and keep certain planets as science planets? Because I swear the hell if I cannot choose any military anymore, I'm going to be irritated. Oh, yeah, I remember this. Military pods. Oh, this means that. Select for their years of field exploration and under these birds can quickly improve the research and military for crosses the Milky Way have brought their to Andromeda, including combat training and survival skills. Okay. Trade is the mud. Bueno, map of these talented merchants and can use their to acquire a rare items, grow investments, improve. Oh fuck! Here's my way. Inventory management. Okay. I don't read really good, you guys, when I read out loud. I read better when I read quiet. Earn research points. Alert. Since I chose science, I feel like that I should choose science again. I am going to choose military sometime, but I will choose these guys.
Any logistics updates are due within the hour. Maintenance crews, please report to the commons area.
Hello, I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and all your colleagues bind our proud new colonies together. Look around at your achievements. And if you have any questions, my door is always open.
Founder Garson's office is located at Workspace Not Allocated. Please select a topic.
You're listening to HNS, your source for news in Helios.
I'm gonna go talk to these guys over here.
All right. Good job on the outpost. Maybe Addison will let you know.
What do you mean?
She's been pretty upset about not having an initiative outpost established yet. Understandable, if you ask me. I'm just glad she's got work to focus on now.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
Nexus problems.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Jean Garson, was killed.
What happened to Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
I just realized that I fucked up by rushing of not even trying to talk to any of these guys. But fuck it, we cannot undo what has been done.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them, either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
Your job?
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Nothing more for now.
See you later.
Need that console up and running, Cash.
Understood. I'll send an engineer to your office as soon as possible. In the meantime, I sent you some jury rig instructions. Try that, let me know how it works.
Sorry about that, you guys. Arm off on the Civil Galaxy
Be
iPad.
aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
Superintendent Langmore, I have some reports here that...
Oh, sorry, comms breaking down. Probably wiring.
Ryder, can you believe this place?
Later?
One space station slightly dented?
You should have seen it a year ago. It was more than just dented. Anyway, thanks for bringing me on. Tan can't kick me off the station now, and it's been nice seeing my granddaughter again.
The two of you seem close.
It's been Kesh and me against the galaxy the moment I got her. Well, maybe not as much now, but it sure was early on.
Cash, Spender is at it again.
Did you tell him I was coming down to check on you?
He still won't leave me alone. He's pretending to inspect my work.
Right. Cycling airlocks 56B and 57B now.
That worked.
Ryder, I'd like a moment.
Yes? Lieutenant Syax, right?
That's me. I'm putting together Apex strike teams to protect the people and assets you're setting up out there. We don't have a good sense of what we're up against, and could benefit from your experience.
Gotta get dirty. Starts with...
There's no replacement for first-hand experience.
I agree, but your insights on the assholes out there would really help. You'll see. Apex will make a difference.
Supply request is in. Dispatching to your location.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production in...
Glad to see you finally. I hear you've been busy out there.
That's one word for it.
If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Okay, I'm gonna send one of the strike teams.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for authorization to participate.
Tracking enemy activity. Zones 2, 12, 19.
Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for authorization to participate.
This is wrong. Just wrong. What am I going to do?
Hydroponics reports oxygen...
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
I'll deploy your people carefully, Kandros.
Appreciate that, Ryder. But trust me, Apex can handle themselves. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Okay, here we go, you guys. I can deploy strike teams now. Strike teams can be sent on missions to support the Andromeda. If they'll earn XP and rewards, or whatever it's called. Will gain a reward. No, that's not rewards. Ryder will gain a reward. If they fail, they'll earn only a small amount of XP and no special reward. The most elite strike team in the cluster and handle critical missions. Select a mission and press X. To send Apex, your progress will be automatically saved before multiplayer is launched. You will then play the role of an Apex operative in a small squad. Operative. Play Apex mission in multiplayer either with friends or through public matchmaking. To earn strike team rewards for Ryder, and abilities, bonuses, and shit like that. Okay. I don't need to know all this shit, I already know it. Okay. These are supposed to be easy missions, right? That's Apex mission. That mission failed. I'm gonna wait to send those guys on the mission because, one, I need to rank up my army supports.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal.
Pathfinder, maybe you can clear this up.
How can I help?
My friend Jory was on Eos the first go-round, barely survived. Now they want him to go back.
They're saying the conditions are improved, that it's safe now, is it?
it's safe.
You can believe the reports. EOS is becoming a livable and sustainable space. Going back to reclaim it will help heal your scars.
See, Jory? It's going to be okay.
Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll do that.
Any logistics updates are due within the hour.
Good to see you.
Where's Director Tan? He's up here.
Must be great to see all your hard work on display. Whole mood of the Nexus has changed since EOS. You really can feel it. New outpost, a Pathfinder's help, people waking up. It's a fresh start.
Third time lucky. Now to keep up the good work.
Third time's a charm, if you happen to have a Pathfinder around.
Can't always rely on luck. From here, it's hard work. But it's damn good to know we're on the right track.
You've had a year to think about it.
It's the Scourge, Director Tan. Its origin defies all known explanation.
Ryder, you're off to a promising start. I meant what I said. You are a symbol now of hope that things will get better. But until we find the other arcs, a cloud hangs over the initiative.
I'll find them.
They're as much a part of the initiative as the human arc. We'll find them.
We have to. Tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership. When the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Cantor's mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we called them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. Their muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, They left.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Jean Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth. Wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons. One for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness. Finding the thing that eludes them. The thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course. As you pointed out, we need each other. Our futures depend on each other's success.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity.
Dang, I'm going the wrong way. Okay. Not done talking to some people, I think. I've talked to that person, I've talked to the other one, I've talked to him. And I also talked to the other one down there. So who else do I need to talk to? I do not know, but let's go in here. Because we cannot. Cryo Bay.
You're listening to HNS, your source for news in Helios, an independent arm of the Andromeda Initiative.
Oh yeah, sorry that I haven't been talking for a little while. Just basically how it is in the game. What time is it?
Once we gather a few more colonists, we'll be taking you over to the Nexus. You'll need to clear immigration.
This is not
Kind of emergency when we arrived.
Exiles.
We hit an energy cloud. They're calling it a scourge.
Wow. That doesn't sound scary.
The Nexus got it worse. As long as you avoid it, things seem to be okay.
I'll make it right, Dash. I promise. Pathfinder, I'm Nigel McCoy. Just got out of cryo.
Welcome to Andromeda, Nigel.
Thank you. It's bittersweet, though. My little brother Dash was stationed on the Nexus. I just learned he died on Eos, trying to start a settlement.
That's awful. I'm sorry, Nigel.
Yeah. We were gonna start families out here together. I have a pendant our father wore. Dash had its match. Will you reunite them?
Of course.
In his digital journal, he mentioned a spot on Eos where he'd go to think. If you could leave the pendant there.
Okay, I'll do that.
Harry, what's happening with Sarah?
Well, we got her out of the pod. I don't want to get your hopes up, but Sam managed to, find her, you might say.
I don't follow.
Well, she's still in a coma. But she also has an implant like yours, and Sam managed to access it. He's made contact.
I wouldn't think that's even possible.
You and me both, but Sam, well, I guess supercomputers have a different view of things.
Though in a coma, Sarah's mental processes remain intact.
So, is she okay?
You can ask her yourself. A moment while I establish a link with her implant. Proceed.
Sarah? Can you hear me?
Is that you, little brother? What's happening? Where am I?
There was a problem with your stasis pod. You're in a coma on the Hyperion. Do you understand?
I think so. Am I dreaming?
Sam linked into your implant, but they say you're stable. You're safe and sound in the medbay.
This is so weird. I hear you, but I can't feel anything. Where's Dad? Is he doing okay?
I don't know how to say this, but he's dead, Sarah.
What?
It was a freak accident.
But it's Dad. He can't die.
I know. It's been hard on everyone.
I didn't get to say goodbye.
No one did.
What about finding home? Dad kept telling me how beautiful it would be.
There's been some complications. The Golden Worlds didn't exactly deliver.
But Dad said...
Sarah?
Am I dreaming? Where am I?
Sarah, I'm sorry.
Her pulse rate is increasing rapidly.
I need to go now.
That's enough. It's too stressful.
Okay.
Sarah.
Ryder, that was a hell of a thing talking to your sister in a coma. Can't say I really bought into the whole Sam implant, but well, that was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was. I had no idea we could do that.
Just when you think you've seen it all. And here a 600-year trip to a new galaxy seemed like science fiction. Something new every day.
How's Sarah doing?
Well, hearing that your dad's dead and the new home is a bust, that was stressful. But I don't think there was any permanent damage, not physically at least.
Okay. I will talk to you.
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
Don't be a stranger. If anything changes with Sarah, I'll let you know.
It's okay.
They're letting people out with the pods. Cool. There's like tons of pods everywhere. The human. Okay.
600 years.
I'll come back here and talk to that person on the mission some other time. But let's keep on moving. I don't know how much time do I have left in this video, but I think I still have enough time to go to Cryo Bay, I might end it probably
Still mourning the loss of
soon.
The initiative founder was killed when the Nexus hit the Scourge. An official tribute is planned, though director Jaren Tan has provided few details so far.
I haven't made a video of For Honor for a while. I might be doing that probably sometime.
Focus on surviving before we can celebrate.
This is HNS.
Sure. Let me know what materials you need and I'll find you something.
Construction and repairs continue.
That's a relief. Thanks for helping out. I owe you one. Hello. I'm in charge of organizing whatever armor supplies we can find for you. Just use the console to take a look through what we have in stock.
Sure thing.
You got it. Shop till you drop. Here I come.
If you buy too much of my inventory, you might fall over trying to carry it all away.
What types of armor do you even have? Nothing that I want.
We ask that you
Hi.
refrain from
Nope.
picking foliage in the Nexus
Nope.
Commons area. The consumption or sale of any plant.
Hello there.
Hello, Pathfinder.
Oh, you guys do have skins, okay.
Hello.
How much money does my guy even have? What, I don't have a ton of credit? That's bull great. Shotguns. How much damage does that do? I'll add that to you guys. Holy shit, that went for a lot of money, you guys. Okay. Normal pistol. Confirm trade. Yes. Do you guys actually
Hello.
have one of those things? Wait a minute. No, I do. Fuck. Okay.
Watch your tone. You saw what happened to the Krogan.
But we need this equipment.
Well, you're not getting it. Stop making Your incompetence isn't my problem. Just do your job.
What do you want?
Sounds like you're having a rough day.
You saw that, huh? Oh, I'm sorry I snapped at you. The way Spender treats me? Everyone, I'm so angry. I don't understand how he's in any position of authority.
I haven't heard much good about that guy.
Whatever you've heard, it's not half as bad as the reality. Just last week, he tried to redirect some of the supplies we need to keep the stasis pods going.
Why?
I have no idea. But if Kesh hadn't stepped in and threatened to airlock him, it would have been a disaster. He's always like that. Making bad decisions, driving the Krogan away, treating people like scum when no one's watching.
How can I help?
Maybe there's something I can do?
A man like that's bound to have some dirt. I wish Tan and Addison could see it. Things have gotten so bad that Kesh had to literally kick him out of engineering.
How literal are we talking here?
Boot to ass. Oh, it was glorious. We need him gone, but as incompetent as Spender is at his job, he's insanely good at keeping it. Kesh can tell you more.
Okay. So I might just end this video here, you guys. So yeah, I know we haven't went on a certain mission yet. We've been talking to people, but I feel like that took a lot of time, and I don't want to end up automatically ending the video on a bad way or something. Like, well, I mean, like I won't be able to. I don't want to end up ending the video and automatically just ends automatically, and without even knowing, because like I can't see the time of the video or how many minutes has passed. So I usually have to make an alternate guess, so, you know, to make sure that I end it on the right time, so, yeah. So all I have to say now, you guys, is subscribe to the channel, you guys, leave a comment below, and slice the living crap out of that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.